me up, hype me up, hype me up. Need someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. Need someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I got game sports center, 20 bands for the dinner, 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game sports center, 20 bands for the dinner, 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jones looking to change the play. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now they'll shift things around. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Raiders had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Back to the ground with Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Second down, Mayfield. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Higgins goes in motion right. Mayfield now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion right goes Higgins. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down, here's Pierce. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the tight end goes in motion left. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play fake, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Jones wants to change it up. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. It looks like they'll move things around here. They go again with Pierce. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That is caught, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
17-yard line.
Okay, here we go. Go, North Sally. Go, North Sally.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this 1st half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, alert 33.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got this to Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Mayfield on first down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. He's got his tight end fire move right side. And they work this out past the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they...
Oh, wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Raiders 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, now they'll try the end around. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones throw complete here to Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Jones going to change it up here. Ayuk going to go in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jones throwing for it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And quickly they get to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side, hold in by Pickens. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Raiders 15.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Great.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
And the Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw again. That one deep for London. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this one is going pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Regular.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he comes back with one complete. There he goes up the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Timberland.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Real, real, real. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Real, real, real.
On second down, Mayfield again. And this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hurry! Watch out!
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
King, king, king! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry! Pistol, pistol, pistol. Watch out!
And again, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog, 6 top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rap, that, real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, know the drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that.